Hello, everyone. Today isn't just another ordinary day. What I'm about to share could truly transform your entire life. We're discussing something powerful enough to change your career path, increase your income, boost your self-respect, and reshape your future. Think about this for a moment. Have you ever noticed how people who communicate effectively, those who speak with confidence, clarity, and warmth, seem to get better opportunities? They secure higher-paying positions, attract exciting chances, and earn respect everywhere they go, whether in professional settings or social gatherings. And here's something fascinating. Sometimes we encounter seemingly ordinary individuals. They aren't celebrities or wealthy business owners, just regular people. Yet when they start speaking, something magical happens. Their words carry weight. Their presence feels captivating. We genuinely enjoy conversing with them and seek their company repeatedly. Why does this occur? Because communication represents the ultimate superpower. It's the most attractive quality anyone can possess. Now listen carefully. If you desire a strong personality that others admire, respect, and remember, you must embrace one golden principle. Speak thoughtfully, speak clearly, speak purposefully. What does this mean? Whenever you express yourself, your words should have intention. They should flow beautifully and shine with crystal clarity. Consider your thoughts before speaking and organize your ideas logically. Remember this equation: clear thinking plus clear expression equals a powerful personality. In this discussion, I'll share 10 practical techniques that are easy to implement in daily life. These aren't boring theories. They're proven methods that deliver real results. I promise that if you stay engaged until the end and practice what I share, your communication abilities will transform permanently. That's my 100% guarantee. Additionally, engaging with this content will simultaneously improve your English listening and speaking skills. So commit to the end, and don't forget to subscribe for more life-changing content. Let's begin this transformation journey together. Tip 1. The silent power of body language. First, understand that your body communicates before your words do. Research shows people form initial impressions within just 7 seconds. Before you properly introduce yourself, others have already decided 70% of their opinion about you, whether you appear confident, intelligent, likable, or trustworthy. Isn't that remarkable? This means you're constantly communicating, even when silent. Your posture, facial expressions, eye contact, smile, and overall energy convey powerful messages. Consider this real-world scenario. 2 candidates wait in a job interview lounge. Both possess identical qualifications and experience. One slouches while scrolling through their phone, appearing disinterested and fatigued. The other sits upright with relaxed shoulders, wearing a gentle, positive expression. Which candidate do you think the interviewer would prefer before any questions are asked? Obviously, the second individual. Why? Their nonverbal communication already broadcasts confidence, professionalism, and self-respect. Remember these essentials. Enter spaces confidently regardless of inner nervousness. Offer genuine, warm smiles. Maintain straight posture to demonstrate strength. Establish eye contact to show honesty. Avoid restless movements that signal anxiety. Master this 7-second principle, and you'll win half the battle before speaking, because people sense your energy before processing your words. Tip 2. Storytelling, the heartbeat of connection. Second, master storytelling to capture hearts and minds. Storytelling reigns supreme in communication because facts inform, but stories inspire. When you share narratives, people naturally listen attentively, form emotional connections, and retain the message long afterward. For instance, when teaching about perseverance, you could simply state, "Hard work matters," which quickly fades from memory. Alternatively, share this brief story. Sam grew up in a remote village without electricity or internet. Every evening, he studied beneath streetlights, dreaming of becoming a doctor. Villagers mocked his ambitions. Yet 10 years later, Sam saved the lives of those same critics. Which approach resonates more deeply? Which remains memorable longer? Clearly the story. Whether delivering speeches, participating in meetings, teaching concepts, or making conversational points, weave in relevant stories and real-life examples. Paint mental pictures because human brains are wired for narrative processing, dating back to ancient campfire wisdom exchanges. Keep your stories concise, yet emotionally resonant. Include elements of struggle and triumph. Help listeners see themselves within your narrative. Skilled storytellers become magnetic conversationalists others seek out and remember fondly. Tip 3. Empathy, the bridge to understanding. Third, develop empathy to become an exceptional communicator. Empathy means understanding others' feelings and perspectives, putting yourself in their position. It involves heart-centered listening, not merely hearing words. Why does empathy matter? When people feel genuinely understood, they experience safety, trust, and respect around you, leading to deeper connections. Without empathy, interactions become hollow exchanges. Consider this powerful illustration. You share work-related stress with a friend, feeling isolated and overwhelmed. One friend dismissively says, "Don't worry about it," showing minimal engagement. Another friend maintains eye contact, nods attentively, and responds, "I can see how difficult this situation must be for you. It's truly challenging facing such pressure at work. You're not alone. I'm here to listen further." Which friend would you feel closer to? Which would earn your trust? Clearly the empathetic listener. To demonstrate empathy, practice active listening without planning your response. Acknowledge others' emotions without rushing to solve problems. Use validating phrases like, "I imagine how that feels," or "Thank you for sharing this with me." Eliminate distractions and offer complete presence. In professional environments, relationships, and leadership roles, the most successful individuals aren't necessarily the most talkative, but those who listen empathetically because making others feel understood creates lasting bonds. Tip 4. The sweet sound of a name. Fourth, recognize that a person's name holds unique power. As Dale Carnegie observed, someone's name represents the sweetest sound in any language to them. Using names appropriately during conversations makes individuals feel special, acknowledged, and valued. Why? Because a name embodies someone's entire identity, their memories, relationships, and self-concept. Speaking someone's name warmly touches their essence, not just their ears. Picture yourself in a bustling Starbucks with music playing and coffee aromas filling the air. You order, "I'll have a caramel macchiato." The name's John. The cashier notes it cheerfully. Minutes later, amid waiting customers, the barista announces, "Caramel macchiato for John. Have a wonderful day, John," with genuine warmth. In that moment, you feel recognized, not merely an order number, but a valued individual. This small gesture personalizes the experience positively. Similarly, in business meetings, friendships, or interviews, using names authentically makes others feel important and connected. Once people feel connected to you, opportunities and trust naturally follow. Use names naturally during greetings, key points, and farewells, maintaining warmth without forcing frequency. In our attention-seeking world, remembering and using names makes you unforgettable. Tip 5. Emotional intelligence. Respond, don't react. Fifth, cultivate emotional intelligence for life-changing impact. Mastering this elevates your relationships, career, and leadership potential. Emotional intelligence involves understanding and managing your emotions while recognizing and influencing others' feelings. Its most crucial aspect is learning to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Reacting occurs automatically and emotionally, while responding involves deliberate, calm consideration. Imagine someone publicly criticizing your idea during a meeting. Reacting might involve angry outbursts or defensive remarks, damaging your professional image. Responding means taking a breath and saying, "I appreciate your perspective. I'll consider this further, and perhaps we can discuss improvements together." This approach demonstrates strength and maturity, building bridges instead of barriers. In personal conflicts, when a partner says something hurtful, reacting involves shouting back, escalating tension. Responding requires pausing and stating calmly, "I feel hurt right now. Let's continue this conversation when we're both calmer." This protects relationships through wisdom. To develop emotional intelligence, always pause before speaking. Even 3 seconds changes outcomes. Identify your emotions. Are you feeling anger, sadness, or insecurity? Consider responses that serve long-term goals rather than momentary victories. Remember that winning arguments means little if you lose relationships. Exceptional communicators remain composed under pressure, choosing words carefully while staying centered during challenges. Emotional intelligence combines inner strength with outer influence. Tip 6. Echoing, the art of active listening. Sixth, employ the echoing technique to become unforgettable. Echoing involves naturally repeating small portions of what others say with warmth. Why does this work? It demonstrates genuine listening, shows you value their words, and encourages deeper sharing. In practice, when a friend says, "I've been feeling very stressed at work lately," you might respond, "Stressed at work?" This reflection invites elaboration. "Yes, my manager keeps giving impossible deadlines." Similarly, if a colleague states, "I finally finished the project after 3 months," echoing with, "3 months? That sounds like a massive undertaking," prompts further sharing. "It was exhausting but incredibly rewarding." Remember to echo selectively, just key phrases or emotions, using warm, curious tones rather than mechanical repetition. In negotiations, sales, or conflict resolution, echoing proves invaluable because feeling understood increases others' willingness to cooperate. Tip 7. Voice modulation, making words sing. Seventh, master voice modulation to bring words to life. Even the most brilliant content falls flat without vocal variety. Your voice functions as musical instrument. Voice modulation involves controlling pitch, high/low, pace, fast/slow, and pauses to create engaging, magnetic communication. Varying pitch prevents monotony. Higher tones convey excitement, while lower tones express seriousness. Adjusting pace maintains interest. Faster speeds build energy, while slower ones emphasize importance. Strategic pauses after key points allow audiences to absorb information and create dramatic effect. Consider this example. Sometimes the smallest decisions change your entire life. The pause adds weight to the statement. Exceptional speakers modulate their voices like storytellers, not robotic readers. Mastering your voice means mastering hearts and minds. Tip 8. Broken record, standing your ground calmly. 8th, utilize the broken record technique when facing persistent pressure. When someone refuses to accept no or pushes uncomfortable situations, calmly repeating your position demonstrates firmness without aggression. This technique protects boundaries while commanding respect. For instance, if someone insists you drink alcohol at a party, maintain your response. No, thank you. I'm not drinking tonight. Regardless of their persistence, repeat this calmly without justification or anger. Similarly, in business negotiations demanding unpaid services, consistently state, "We'd be happy to assist, but that would require additional fees." Avoid arguments or excessive explanations. Calm. Professional repetition eventually earns respect as you maintain confidence and control. Tip 9. Humor, the glue of human connection. 9th, incorporate appropriate humor to create connection. Humor isn't about telling jokes, but bringing lightness and warmth to interactions. It breaks tension, builds comfort, and forms instant bonds, showing approachability rather than arrogance. Humorous messages stick in memory longer. Making people smile builds trust, communication's foundation. Effective humor isn't clownish or insulting, but relatable and sometimes self-deprecating. During a job interview about mistakes, you might smile and say, "Only one? I've got quite a collection," before answering seriously. This relaxes the interviewer and makes you memorable. In tense negotiations, observing everyone drinking black coffee and commenting, "Seems we're negotiating caffeine rights too," can dissolve tension. For speeches, starting with, "Teamwork makes the dream work, unless the dream is taking a nap, in which case I work better alone," immediately connects audiences. Use humor wisely. Make gentle jokes about yourself, notice situational humor, and keep it natural. Never insult others. People who laugh with you trust you, and those who trust you follow you. Tip 10. Vulnerability, strength in authenticity. 10th, embrace vulnerability as your greatest strength. Vulnerability means honestly sharing feelings, experiences, and mistakes without pretending perfection. Many mistake this for weakness, but it actually builds profound connections. When you reveal your authentic self, people trust, relate to, and respect you more deeply. Everyone faces invisible struggles. Your honesty makes others feel less alone. Vulnerability builds instant trust because openness encourages reciprocity. It demonstrates relatability. Nobody's perfect, and sharing struggles creates common ground. It shows confidence. Only strong people admit flaws fearlessly. It creates emotional impact through shared experiences. However, vulnerability isn't oversharing or constant complaining. It means sharing appropriate stories at right times to build connection, not pity. During a motivational talk, instead of claiming constant success, share, "5 years ago, I was completely broken. I'd lost my job with empty savings. Each morning, I felt worthless. One night, Staring at instant noodles I could barely afford, I realized this couldn't be my life. That night, I decided it wasn't an end but a beginning. Step by step, I rebuilt. Today, I stand here not because I never fell, but because I learned to rise repeatedly. This honesty makes audiences lean in, some tearful, others nodding in recognition. They won't forget seeing themselves in your journey. To use vulnerability effectively, select real experiences of struggle or failure. Be honest but concise. Focus on lessons learned. Share naturally like with trusted friends. End with hope by showing how you overcame challenges. Remember that walls isolate people, while vulnerability invites connection. When you dare to be vulnerable, you touch souls rather than just minds, making communication powerful and unforgettable. True communication connects hearts, not just minds. It's about building trust and understanding that creates lasting bonds. You don't need perfection, just authenticity, presence, and honesty. Practice these 10 principles daily, and soon you'll transform not only how you speak, but how others feel when listening to you. That represents genuine power. Your words will become inspiring, impactful, and memorable. Applying these techniques will yield results in your career, relationships, and self-confidence. Always remember, communication matters less than what you say than how you make others feel. So speak clearly, confidently, and most importantly, speak from your heart. Thank you for engaging with this content. If helpful, please share and subscribe for more communication mastery tips. Now go express your truth. The world awaits your voice.